Top 3 foods to boost circulation down there. For energy, performance and vitality, they say that men die twice. Once when the heart stops beating, and once when they can no longer respond as a man. But what if I told you that for millions of men over 60, the first sign of declining health is not memory loss or chest pain, but when your lower part becomes weak, less responsive, or feels strange tension or discomfort, that feeling is not just in your mind, it is your blood vessels crying for help. And if you ignore them, they may not only shut down your energy, but also slowly drain your manhood from the inside out. What most people do not realize is that poor food choices every day may be quietly slowing down the circulation in that area. This can lead to a chain of changes in male physiology and overall health. The good news is your body still has the ability to recover if you approach it the right way. In this video, I will share 3 foods that you can find right in your own kitchen. These foods can help activate blood flow down there, support male hormones, and help you regain your strength in a natural and lasting way. Before we continue, please hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Every week, you will receive more tips to help maintain your vitality as you age. If you find this helpful, type 1 below. If it is not quite right for you yet, type 0. I read every comment. Now, let us explore a very familiar root vegetable that may awaken circulation down there in the most natural way. Blood circulation is a core factor that determines overall health, especially for men after the age of 60. When we are young, blood flows smoothly throughout the body, nourishing organs, soft tissues, and fully supporting physical functions. But as we age, blood vessels tend to harden and narrow, especially the small capillaries in the pelvic area. This is the region directly linked to vitality, hormonal balance, and prostate health. You may begin to notice these changes through the feeling that your body is no longer as flexible as before. Some men describe it as a sense of tightness in the lower area each morning. Others feel coldness or mild numbness around the pelvic floor, experience difficulty urinating, incomplete urination, or frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom. These are not isolated symptoms, but part of a common pattern caused by poor blood circulation in the lower region. According to a report from Harvard Health Publishing, men after 60 gradually lose the ability to produce nitric oxide. This is a molecule that plays a vital role in relaxing blood vessels and improving circulation. When nitric oxide decreases, the blood can no longer flow strongly enough to reach the small vessels in the pelvic region. As a result, the body loses flexibility, vitality fades, and both the urinary system and male hormones are affected. Many people mistake this as just a natural part of aging. But in reality, poor circulation is something that can be improved, and it does not necessarily require medication. A proper diet, especially one that includes foods that naturally boost nitric oxide, can bring noticeable results in just a few weeks. Unfortunately, according to statistics from the National Institute on Aging, more than 40% of older men use supplements or performance enhancers without knowing that the real issue lies in the blood vessels, not the hormones. In other words, if the circulatory system is not cared for, all other forms of support will only offer temporary relief. So what foods can naturally safely and effectively support circulation in the lower body? In the next section, you will discover a familiar root vegetable that very few people realize is the key to reawakening aging blood vessels. First, beetroot. Beetroot, a familiar root vegetable found in many home kitchens, is often known for its bright color and ability to help cleanse the body. But for men over 60, beetroot plays a quiet yet important role. It helps restore blood circulation in the lower region, improves vitality, and supports prostate function naturally. The power of beetroot comes from its high level of natural nitrates. When these enter the body, they are converted into nitric oxide. This compound helps relax and widen blood vessels, especially the small capillaries that tend to narrow in the pelvic area of older men. When blood flows better, male hormones can also circulate more smoothly. This improves flexibility, responsiveness, and overall body awareness without the need for any supporting medication. In a study published in the Journal of Gerontology, men aged 60 to 75 who drank beetroot juice daily for 14 days reported significant improvements in mobility, morning energy, and sleep quality. More importantly, many also felt less heaviness or pressure in the lower area, especially after sitting for long periods or light physical activity. Beetroot is not only good for blood vessels, it also supports liver cleansing, mild detox through the kidneys, and better digestion. All of these help maintain hormonal balance in older adults. Thanks to its ability to reduce pressure on vessel walls, beetroot also helps stabilize blood pressure. This is important because uncontrolled high blood pressure is one of the main reasons circulation becomes blocked down there. For best use, you can drink pure beetroot juice in the morning on an empty stomach. This allows your body to absorb natural nitrates more effectively. If you are not used to the taste, you can mix beetroot with carrots or green apples to make it easier to drink. You can also boil beetroot and add it to salads, brown rice porridge, or vegetable soup for dinner. What matters most is consistency. Your body does not need drastic changes. It just needs steady daily support to begin recovery. One thing to note is that the deep red color of beetroot may cause your urine or stool to appear slightly pink. This is completely normal and not a cause for concern. If you are taking blood pressure medication or blood thinners, it is best to consult your doctor before using beetroot regularly to ensure safety. Many of the men I have worked with were surprised to find that such a small change, adding beetroot to their morning routine, helped restore smooth blood flow, ease in the pelvic region, and renewed vitality after just a few weeks. This is not a quick fix, but it is a real result because it supports the body's natural process from the inside instead of relying on outside solutions. So if beetroot helps activate circulation naturally, what food can help soften and relax the tiny vessels in the lower region, especially when there is tightness, stiffness, or discomfort during movement? Let us find out next. Second, watermelon. On hot summer days, watermelon is often chosen as a refreshing dessert to cool the body. But few people know that watermelon, especially the white rind that is usually thrown away, is actually a golden key to opening the small capillaries in the pelvic region. It helps improve blood flow down there, supports male hormones, and brings a noticeable sense of comfort to the body after age 60. The strength of watermelon comes from a natural compound called citrulline, Citrulline is an amino acid that helps relax blood vessels and regulates circulation, especially in areas where blood flow is often blocked due to aging. Lack of movement or unstable blood pressure. Citrulline is found mostly in the white part between the green outer skin and the red flesh, the part that most people throw away, without realizing that it holds powerful benefits for male wellness and the urinary system in older adults. According to a publication by the NIH National Institute on Aging, citrulline not only helps improve circulation in the lower region, but also eases the feeling of tightness or pressure in the perineal area. This is a common discomfort for many older men after long periods of sitting, standing, or during urination. In particular, citrulline helps increase the elasticity of vessel walls, which supports a more stable prostate function and reduces pressure on the bladder, one of the main causes of nighttime urination and lack of control. One of my patients, Mr. John, 68 years old, from Austin, Texas, once shared that he often felt a mild pressure in the lower area each morning. After being advised to drink watermelon smoothies made with both the red flesh and white rind every day, he reported that within about 10 days, his nighttime sleep became more continuous. Nighttime urination reduced from 3 times to once, and he felt more refreshed in the mornings. What is important to note is that watermelon does not force blood flow, like some supplements often claim. Instead, it supports the circulatory system by calming the blood vessels, hydrating the body, and nourishing the liver and kidneys. This helps create a healthy foundation for natural hormone activity. The most effective way to use watermelon is not just by eating the sweet red part, but by blending both the red flesh and white rind into a smoothie. You can cut both parts into small pieces, blend them with a little filtered water, and add a bit of lemon juice to improve the taste. Drink it mid-morning or early afternoon for better absorption and a cooling effect on the liver, which supports circulation. If you do not enjoy smoothies, you can also chop the white rind, mix it into a salad, or cook it in vegetable soup. The key is consistency. The body does not need large doses. It only needs steady daily support to begin restoring balance. One note of caution, since watermelon contains a high amount of water, if you are experiencing digestive issues or frequent urination during the day, it is best to start with a small amount and observe how your body responds. If everything is stable, you can gradually increase the intake for better results. When combined with beetroot, which helps activate circulation, watermelon acts like a softener, helping blood move more easily through the small capillaries. But there is still one more essential factor to address: minerals. And one of the best sources of natural minerals lies in a tiny seed that many people often discard: pumpkin seeds. Third, pumpkin seeds. Some foods may be small, but they contain more powerful nutrients than many supplements. Pumpkin seeds are one of them, quiet and often overlooked. These tiny seeds hold a rich mineral mine that helps older men maintain vitality, restore hormonal balance, and nourish the blood vessels in the lower region. First of all, pumpkin seeds are a natural source of magnesium, zinc, and arginine. These 3 nutrients are essential for maintaining male wellness after age 60. According to the Journal of Urology, deficiencies in magnesium and zinc are closely linked to declining male hormones, reduced energy, and prostate function issues. Magnesium plays a key role in relaxing smooth muscles, especially in the vessel walls. When the body has enough magnesium, the capillaries in the pelvic area are less likely to tighten. This allows blood to flow more smoothly and reduces the dull pressure that many describe as uncomfortable but hard to explain. Zinc plays an equally important role in maintaining stable testosterone levels, the key hormone that supports vitality, recovery, and mental clarity in older men. Arginine, on the other hand, is an amino acid that helps boost the natural production of nitric oxide. This supports the opening of blood vessels in the lower body and allows tissue cells to receive better nourishment. This is one of the core factors in improving prostate health, urinary function, and reducing nighttime urination, 3 common issues that affect the quality of life in older adults. One of my patients, Mr. Peter, 72 years old, and a retired engineer from Ohio, came to see me feeling tired, sleeping poorly, and lacking energy even after light activity. After being advised to add just 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seeds to his afternoon snack each day, he came back 4 weeks later and said, "I sleep through the night now. I no longer feel cold in the lower area when I wake up. And most of all, my mood is much more stable." This was not a miracle. It was the result of giving the body the right minerals at the right time. The great thing is that pumpkin seeds are very easy to use. You do not need to cook them in any special way. Just choose raw, unsalted seeds with the silver coating still intact, because that thin layer holds the highest amount of zinc. You can eat them directly as a midday snack, sprinkle them over your morning oatmeal or brown rice porridge. Blend them into smoothies with beetroot or watermelon to increase the nutritional value. If you have digestive concerns, start with half a tablespoon per day, then slowly increase to 1 full tablespoon as your body adjusts. Do not worry if you do not see results after a few days. Just like rebuilding the foundation of a house, recovery from within always takes time. When combined with beetroot and watermelon, 2 foods that help open and soften blood vessels, pumpkin seeds serve as the fuel that maintains long-term balance for male wellness in older age. You are not just nourishing one part of your body, you are helping to rebuild the entire internal system, from hormones to nerves to circulation. But how do you combine all 3 foods effectively in a busy day? How can you avoid forgetting, skipping, or falling out of rhythm during the week? In the next section, I will guide you on how to turn everything into a simple routine called the Circulation Trio for Men. Over 60 beetroot, watermelon, and pumpkin seeds. Each has its own role. But when combined correctly, they not only support each other but also create a complete recovery cycle for lower body circulation in a natural and lasting way. I call this the Circulation Trio for Men. Over 60. This combination follows the body's natural daily rhythm. In the morning, right after waking up, and while still on an empty stomach, is the best time to activate nitric oxide production. This is when beetroot juice works best. Just 1 small glass, about 150 to 200 milliliters, taken around 30 minutes before breakfast, can help relax blood vessels early in the day. This is especially effective in the pelvic region and can help you feel more energetic and flexible. Mid-morning or early afternoon is the ideal time to enjoy a watermelon smoothie, including both the red flesh and the white rind. It is best to have it after light movement, like a 15-minute walk. When your circulatory system is gently activated, watermelon helps soften, and relax the small vessels, supports cooling through the liver, and reduces pressure in the lower body. This is especially helpful for those who often experience nighttime urination or a heavy feeling down there. In the afternoon, between 3 and 5 p.m., is when hormones tend to dip slightly and energy may feel lower. This is the right time to consume raw pumpkin seeds, about 1 tablespoon, chewed thoroughly for better absorption. With its rich supply of zinc, magnesium, and arginine, pumpkin seeds help keep hormone levels stable and support vessel recovery after a full day of activity. What matters most is that you do not need to change everything at once. Simply follow this gentle rhythm: beetroot in the morning, watermelon around midday, and pumpkin seeds in the afternoon. Your body will gradually adjust. After about 2 to 3 weeks, you may notice clear changes. Your body feels warmer, urination becomes more regular, sleep becomes deeper, and your mood feels lighter. In the next section, I will summarize everything we have discussed and share a small message, one that may help you regain your vitality through simple daily habits. We have just walked through a journey that may seem simple, but in fact, it lays a strong foundation for male wellness and urinary health in later life. From quiet symptoms like nighttime urination, a heavy feeling in the lower body, reduced vitality, or hormonal imbalance, they all have one thing in common: a declining circulatory system that often goes unnoticed. But instead of depending on medications or unknown supplements, you can choose a safer and more effective path by guiding blood flow back to where your body truly needs it. Beetroot helps awaken nitric oxide each morning. Watermelon, especially the white rind, acts as a softener for blood vessel walls. And pumpkin seeds, though small, provide the building blocks for hormones to be naturally maintained in line with the aging body's rhythm. All you need is to start with one small action. Drink a glass of beetroot juice each morning, add watermelon rind to your midday smoothie, or enjoy a spoonful of pumpkin seeds each afternoon. These small steps, repeated daily, can help rebuild circulation in the lower body. They can also help you feel more at ease in your own body, lighter in thought, and more grounded when facing the changes that come with time. Remember, male vitality is not just a function, it is also strength, confidence, and a deeper connection with yourself. And you at any age can regain that sense of self, not through pressure or haste, but through understanding and steady care each day. If you found today's content helpful, please don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss future updates. We will continue to bring you easy to follow guidance on nutrition, exercise, and natural herbs that support lasting wellness for older men. Which of the 3 foods are you currently using? Feel free to share your experience below, because your story might inspire someone else to begin their own journey to recovery today.